reason that we left the state umbrella was really around developing services. The main catalyst was that we were frustrated in terms of our budgets from year to year, starting at 0 on the 1st of April every financial year, and also looking at the service development that we could then move out into different areas of growth. We had established growth in terms of the contracts, but we were limited in terms of the service development that we could put into our portfolio. The initial stage that we started to explore the options that we could look at developing, and that would have been do nothing, remain where we were, to become part of a larger organisation or partner up, to become a charity, or to become social enterprise. The key lessons that we learned was it's very important to engage your team and the stakeholders as quickly as possible, to do your homework and know the information. In order to establish confidence and trust within your team, you need to know that you've really thought this through and you're making decisions about their future, not lightly. So we established that connection and started a consultation process whereby they could have a buy-in or invest in the development of our future.
Well, Local Partnerships has been working with Living Well to see whether we might be able to invest in them and support them financially over the next few years. So we've been working with about 50 or more social enterprises over the last year or so, emerging from the health and social care context from the NHS, and looking at how we can help them along the journey to becoming a hopefully viable and sustainable social enterprise. So we've been working with James for a few months now. He's fantastic. You know, he's worked with a great team and they've gone live in the last few weeks, and we're looking now to help their sustainability, to help their development over the next months and years, what financial needs they might need from us, either for working capital, to develop their services that they offer, or even to look at kind of assets and buildings and infrastructure. So that's our job, and we've worked with a range of organisations like James's Living Well over the last few months, and hopefully we'll continue to have a positive relationship with them going forward as well. So I think some of the difficulties for staff who previously worked for a long time in primary care trusts in the NHS, who are moving into a social enterprise, is to really understand the changes for them to be working in what is a business. Yes, it's a socially driven business, but it will often feel very different to their previous home within the kind of structure of the state, within the NHS. So it might mean becoming more entrepreneurial, more innovative, facing the kind of social needs of the people with whom they're working, rather than thinking in terms of the silos of government. So really kind of putting the needs of the users first. People talk about reconnecting with the social purpose. And I think that can be a change for some people. They might feel that it's frightening but exciting to be in a very different part of the world to where they previously were, perhaps for a long time as well. So they need help through that. They need to really feel that it's their enterprise that they're working for, that they own it in a sense, almost literally sometimes, and to be given the chance to feed into its development, to feed into the way it changes over time, really become engaged with it and feel that it's their enterprise and their social enterprise.